Hello, bookkeepers and readers. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for being here. I just want to shout out to you. I appreciate you listening to my videos and keep encouraging me to make more videos for you to help you start a bookkeeping business serving roofing contractors. You already have a bookkeeping business and now you want to start serving roofing contractors or getting involved in the construction industry. So in today's video, this is our final chapter lesson in our marketing. So we went through a thorough lesson of trainings series here of learning how to get our marketing down, which isn't natural to us as bookkeepers. If marketing feels like a second job to you, I know that feeling. I have had that feeling many times that, it felt like I'm having to do another job plus doing bookkeeping for roofing contractors. But if you feel like you have to constantly post, message, and chase to get interest, this video is going to be for you because that's not really how it works. And honestly, I used to think that's how it worked and that's how I felt it worked for a long time. But now I actually enjoy doing my marketing. I actually enjoy being creative and speaking to people and, just seeing what people are having, problems with, what businesses are having issues with that I can possibly help them with. So it's a different way to try and look at it. You don't really need that hustle. And I know probably these prior years before 2026, that was the whole thing that you posted as much as you possibly could, and it just burnt people out and it wore people out. And thank goodness we're shifting from that now. The secret to that, I'm going to go over in this video, and it's many of the things that we've been going over together during this series. In this final video, I'm going to show you how marketing should actually work. So clients come to you, and all you have to do is show up for the calls and invite them into your world. And most people think successful businesses run on effort. And I assure you that it's not true. Even Graham Cochran, he has a brand new book out as well. And so I'll give a plug for him. I love his content, his books, The Effortless Business. Be sure and look that up with Graham Cochran and get you a copy if you want an effortless business. And I just love his business model. Most people think successful businesses run on effort. Post more, message more, do more, create more courses, and all of these things. But sustainable businesses don't work that way. They run on systems. And the last couple of years, I've been learning these systems, and I can 100% tell you your business can be so much better when you have a system in place. You're not constantly running after clients or even taking on clients that, aren't good for you and aren't good for your business. They might be price shopping and their price of what they want to pay is way too low for it to be fruitful for you and your business and for them to give them really good value. We don't want to be doing that, and that's why I really love having a system. Here are the real issues I see all the time. People set up marketing, but they never let it do the work. And I want to tell you, a lot of times with marketing, it's going to take at least 90 days for it to kick in. It could take 6 months or a year before you're getting a good flow of leads that are coming in and calls that you can jump on with people. But thank goodness with bookkeeping, like for roofing contractors, we need less than 10 clients in our business to serve. So we don't need a mass amount of customers. So that is the great thing about that. Now, if you have a bookkeeping company and you're building a firm and you're hiring other bookkeepers, you're in a different business model. I am referring to in what I work as a solo business model of a practice. I'm not hiring other bookkeepers. I did that a couple times, but it's just a lot of work. You have to be responsible for other people, and especially with finances, it's not that cut and dry when it comes to finances. Every client is really different that you do the books for. Their workflow is different, their expenses, income, and all of those things. People set up marketing, but they never let it do the work. So they're stuck always posting, always explaining, always chasing, wondering if their posts look good. You see somebody else's that look a lot better, they're getting a lot of comments. And so we do sometimes some unnecessary comparison. So I like to put my marketing out there, use my marketing system, put the post out there, and I know I have it out there. I have my weekly emails going, that if somebody is looking for the services that I offer, that they know that they can give me a call and we can jump on a Zoom call together and get to know each other. But a real marketing system does three things. It attracts the right people. It creates interest before the call. So they're already interested in you. They already trust you, and that they know that you know what you're talking about. Great once you get on the call with someone. And then it filters through who belongs in your world. Like I say, you might not take on every client, or prospect that you book a call with, depending on if you feel like you can help them or if you can help them. That's what it depends on there. But your job is not to convince, your job is just to invite them into your world. If, they have messy books, and then you can say, well, would you like me to show you what offerings I have that could fit your business? And then when they say yes, then you can go over the basic things. You don't have to go in detail every little task that you do. You can let them know that you're watching their account, that you're going to send them a profit and loss at the end of every month, that they can get in contact with you through email or phone. And weekly with my clients, we're generally going back and forth on emails, just talking about different things. And so I think that's important too. There was a question in a bookkeeping group about how often, bookkeepers spoke to their client. And unfortunately, there were a lot of bookkeepers in there that rarely ever speak to their clients. But I think it's really important that you do weekly bookkeeping for all of your clients, that you're interacting with your clients, you're seeing what problems they're having, and you're looking for solutions to whatever it is that they're having. If they couldn't find something in QuickBooks, maybe you cut them a short video to show them exactly how you add a user, how you look up an invoice if they were looking for an invoice and couldn't find it. Those are just some added things that you can give to your roofing contractor. How this looks in real life when your system is set up correctly, marketing just runs in the background and you feel good and you feel confident. You've already did your email, your weekly emails. You've already set up all your posting in Facebook with a business page. And so it's getting out to everyone. Sometimes I go maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and I'll just go look on my page to see what posts roofers have made and that type of thing, and see if it's something I can help them with. If it is, then I'll make a comment, but I'm not like posting any links or anything like that. I have learned that it's best just to engage in a conversation that they have, and then they will eventually get to know you. And then if they need help with their bookkeeping, then they know you haven't like kept on trying to get them to sign up for something or to do their bookkeeping, but they know that you're knowledgeable and you're trustworthy and that you can do the work. So I think that's a better approach to it. Now, maybe once or twice a week that I'll go in like in the comment and I'll post my website there, but not in my main post. I'm not saying it hurts anything to put your link in there, but you can test that out and see how it works for you. But that's just the way that I do it. Because I think in my mind that if I put a post up there and it's interesting to them, then they'll click on the little box to see any comments or all the comments. Because generally when I'm on Facebook, if I'm interested in a post that someone did, I'll look at the comments. That's like the first thing I do is look at the comments. So think about like what interests you and what you do when something interests you. So that gives you a little advantage there. So other people probably think the same way that you think as far as, when you're on a Facebook platform. So not everybody is listening or watching funny videos. I have a lot of friends that do a lot of funny videos and they're like, why don't you do this? It's just not my thing. So I just don't. But the roofers will find you. They already understand what you do. And so that's ultra important that it's clear what you do. They book calls because they're interested, and now you just simply show up. And that's why I would say be careful, like in your messaging, just don't put like all the tasks that you do, like reconcile bank accounts, go through bank transactions, have accuracy, know your numbers, and that kind of thing. I mean, because these guys already know all of those things. I would be focusing on is buy back your time, have more time with your family. Let us take the load off your shoulders so you can go out there and get more roofs and get more money coming into your business. So that's how I would kind of reword that. But I also have an AI guide on my website that you can get absolutely free. And I have some prompts and different things in there that you can go on Chat, pay the $22 a month. I go in there and give Chat, different prompts and stuff to help me come up with ideas and business strategies and all of those things. I always put my spin on it all. I'm not taking straight out of Chat. Sometimes it has some really good ideas. Sometimes they're just like so much information that it's not anything that I was looking for in that depth. I was just asking a simple question. By creating something, this is how you build a real business, not by working harder, but by creating something that works with you and not against you and can be somewhat fun. I try and look at marketing as fun. Sustainable businesses don't rely on the daily hustle. And, a lot of times we start on our business and we're relying on that daily hustle, and that will burn you out really fast. If you only have enough time to make one post a week, just do one post. Don't drive yourself crazy trying to do 7 posts. But if you schedule those out, it only takes like a 2-hour gap to do that of time. And so you can make it like really simple if you stay within this system that I've been teaching. We don't have to depend on motivation when it's all scheduled out. It's already done. It's automated already. And then you don't burn out. They're calm, they're repeatable steps, and they help you grow. Everything in this marketing series was built around this idea. Marketing isn't something you do every day. Marketing isn't something you do every day. It's something you set up once and improve over time too. Once it's in place, You stop chasing. I even had someone that I had a call with today asking me, well, after I have 12 clients, why do I need to continue marketing? But you need to keep on building your brand out there, your trust, your knowledge, and then you'll give you the ability to take on clients that you want to take on and not take on the clients that you don't want to take on, or they don't want the type of bookkeeping work that you do. And then also businesses change. The failure rate of businesses is very high. So a lot of times that the wife decides to do the bookkeeping, or they're hiring someone cheaper to do the bookkeeping, or whatever the case may be. So you have a very light churn. It's not a big churn like you have to have volumes of people in your business. I'm always excited about that fact, because I'd rather have like 10 good clients than 80, because I don't want to be working 80 hours a week. I work 20 hours a week with my clients and 20 hours a week working on marketing, improving myself, working on my website, just seeing what problems I can help bookkeepers solve. Your next step, if you want a business where marketing runs in the background, clients come to you, and you're not stuck hustling every day, your next step simply is hustle is optional, systems are not. So get your system together. Build something that lasts. It may take you a while to do it, but just work on it a little bit each week. It could take you 6 months, or it could take you a year, because as you're building and you're learning, then you're realizing what things would look better this way or that way, or if you want your messaging changed, or maybe you're going to offer different services now. So things can always be changing. If you want to learn how to grow your bookkeeping business, then join me over on School. I have a free community. Come in and request to join, and then I will accept your request, and then you can meet other people. I also have free training in there for you. Thank you so much for attending this marketing series, and this is the final video for it. So I hope you've been able to put it all together and implement it into your system and make you a system that works for your business as well. And you can copy this system that I have given you here too, and just put your spin on it. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Bye-bye.